At Kenilworth Road, Arsenal fans around the world probably going through the range of emotions tonight. We don't have to wonder because we had one in the studio. Emotional damage. Check this out. Check it out.
Go. Yes! Woo! Look, I was just seeing this. Look, I was just looking at James Maddison. Look. I hate that he plays for Arsenal. And then he Declan Rice scores. Oh, Serno.
Hey, you were going through the most tonight because first it was 4-1, then I'll take a draw, then this.
Wait there, right? You're not even talking about that we're at Stockley Park and that 2-2 when he thought Arsenal deserved the penalty. He ran into the corridor shouting to VAR. Like they could hear it. That was everything tonight.
You know something? That was again. You have to give Luton credit because I thought they really pushed us hard. But again, what I'm pleased about with the team, our young team, what we've learned from last year is that you have to go to the end and the quality will come through. You know, they gave Ødegaard too much time and space on the edge of the box there. We got people in the box and we were going for it. And, we came up with the goods right to the death. And that's what it's about, man. Don't take away the joy, man. That's the joy.
Enjoy. But you know what I found interesting about it, right, is that when the game become a little bit difficult in terms of when it at 3-3, when Luton got a little bit deeper, the players really sat deep. Ødegaard dropped a little bit deeper and pushed Declan Rice further forward to create from deeper positions. So that was interesting. And
there's game management, game management, and the fact that they're finding another way, finding another way, Farah, and that's what's good about it. Because again, you take a draw from home, you win your home games, you take a draw from home, but it puts more pressure on the next game. But if you can take points away from home as well, win points away from home is fantastic.
Especially at Kenilworth Road, where they had been unbeaten in 2. Liverpool went there and didn't get the full haul of points. I think we're going to start with the goal that won this game for Arsenal.
At West Ham, and the different types of qualities that he has. He can sit in front of a backline and break up play, he can pass forward, he can carry the ball. But he wasn't doing it continuously, consecutive games. He wasn't able to do all of that because he probably didn't have the players around him. I think we're seeing a different version of Declan Rice in a much better Arsenal team that allow him to show his strengths off and certainly his aerial ability or, being able to make the box to get some goals. So I would expect Declan Rice to get a lot more goals this season for Arsenal in the role that he plays there.
Yeah, the numbers suggest that he scored 4 in the whole of last season. That was his 3rd goal already of this season.
There you go.
And I also just wanted to ask you mentioned the word mentality, and so too did Wrighty. Just what did it take to win at that point when Luton had fought so hard and really went toe-to-toe with the Gunners?
Do you know what? It's probably you learn from disappointments and you learn from mistakes. And Arsenal, there was a period last season when they was on top and everybody thought that, they could really push City to that title. And then there was 3 or 4 game spell where they lost that momentum. Something just wasn't clicking for them. And I feel like you learn from those moments. And these players have gone through that heartache of, coming so close to the title. But if they are to look back at it, they'll also think, if they were coming into this game, they probably wouldn't think they would have gone toe-to-toe with Arsenal and kept them and held them for as long as they did. So they can come away proud with something to build on because Arsenal are one of the top teams in the Premier League. There's no denying that. They're not teams that they're expected to take points off. But they'll be disappointed that they come away with the defeat. Last header, I was going to say last kick.
That's what they've got to do, Jules. That's exactly what they've got to do, Julius. They've got with that game, a team like Arsenal are trying to win the league. They fought them hard all the way. They put us under pressure. Our goalkeeper was under pressure, and we buckled under that pressure. I think they showed us, Luton, a couple of things where people say, "Okay, let's try them on set pieces. Let's get more crosses into Arsenal's box." Because what Luton showed is that you can get at us.
Yeah, if you had to go into that Luton dressing room right now, what would you say to them they did very well tonight?
They did a lot well. I thought they were very organised. I thought they stuck to what looked like a good game plan to try and frustrate Arsenal players. They were trying to be aggressive. They obviously used and worked on set plays really well. They scored 2 from that. So they can take, as a manager or as a player teammate, you'd want to take the positives from that. As I mentioned, it's not a game that they would have been expected to win, but they can build on that performance. And I think they have to at home. At home is where they're going to pick their points up, whether it's against the top teams or the lesser teams in the league or teams around them. it's at home where they're going to pick up points. And if they are to stay in the Premier League, it will be won at their home ground.
Let's show you some of the goals, starting with what happened in the second half. First half, it was...
Claimer of crosses. He should have made his mind up early if he's coming to punch that ball, punch it behind him. And I think when you see him get caught underneath the header, which was a very good header, great strength he showed, and it's an error. It's an error from the keeper in that respect.
Yeah, Farry, you said goalkeeping errors. You
Yeah.
see another one for the Ross Barkley goal?
We did.
Instant as well. What Arsenal need to learn from that is that Ben White has to hold him up. He has to keep him up. We know that Ross Barkley can go, so you want to put him down that side because Saka's coming. So Saka should be saying, get close to him. So if he does come back, I'll deal with him here, but get closer to him. I didn't like the fact that there was too much space. He shouldn't even have had time to get that shot in. So those are the things, again, you look at it and you're going to nitpick. You want to say, no, we've got to get tighter to Ross Barkley there. Goalkeeper's got to do better, but in the main, we've got to stop that shot.
All right, let's look at 3-3.
Chance like he did there for Havertz.
Yeah, was the finish simple? Was the harder work more in the run and the timing of it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, because like the goalkeeper, in that instance, I think Jesus' ball is so good, it kind of almost tempts the goalkeeper out, but he's not quite close enough. And then Havertz just needs to get there just in front of him, just gets there quicker.
Yeah, thoughts on Kai Havertz in total?
I really like him. I mean, I'm a Chelsea fan, so I loved him at Chelsea. Upset when he left because I think there's qualities within Havertz that, I think people, unless you know football, you don't really see. He's a fantastic footballer, and he's starting to find his feet now at Arsenal, and he's appreciated by his teammates and his manager. I think which helps. The fans like him, and I think you've got to be patient with him, and it's trying to find out what is his superpower. What is it that he does? Is he a creator? Is he somebody that's going to get 20 plus goals? What is it that he does? Because
at the moment he's
as
a goal
footballer,
scorer.
he is. But, he's scored 4 now in the last however many. But he's a fantastic footballer on the eye to watch. He has fantastic talent.
A little bit of frustrating moment because he had a header opportunity as well.
Well, it was one of those that, again, it's a great chance at the death. Luton are now dropping deep. They're starting to try and hang on in the game, and it was a great cross. And I think that it was something where, his technique, he got it all wrong. I think this is something that's got to come off of his forehead. In the end, it comes off the top of his head and it went over the bar, but in the end, it didn't matter.
All right, we're going to go live now to Kenilworth Road because